10 inappropriate combat sports from around the world. Do you think that you are pretty familiar with most combat sports? Everyone knows about boxing, MMA, and karate, but what about the more unusual ones like booty slapping and toe wrestling? In today's video, we will take a look at 10 combat sports that are so insane that if we couldn't prove it, you would think we were making them up. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. That way, you will never miss one of our future unbelievable videos. Number 10. Bear Wrestles Man. In what has to be one of the strangest lineups in wrestling history, the masked wrestler known as the Destroyer was pitted against a bear named Victor. Obviously, the whole thing was a staged fight where the bear was forced to wear a muzzle to prevent the wrestler from being harmed for real. After a few slapdash moves from both, the Destroyer got destroyed, and Victor was awarded a refreshing bottle of Coca-Cola as a reward. According to officials, the bear wasn't harmed, as the Destroyer was instructed not to hit the creature. Next time, the organizers may want to hire a referee fluent in bear talk, as things may have turned ugly if the bear managed to get him into a chokehold and couldn't understand the ref telling him to let go. Number 9. Booty slapping competition. They say that if you can think it, you can probably turn it into a competitive sport. Take the women's booty slapping contest in Russia, for example. The rules are pretty simple. Position yourself, pull your arm back, and let your hand slap your opponent's butt cheek. Once both players have launched their slaps, judges determine who did the best, and that person will win the competition. Hopefully, the prize is a liter of skin lotion to nurse the sore hand mark on their backside. Although booty slapping looks silly, the competitors take training very seriously. Number 8. Real-life Quidditch. Those familiar with Harry Potter will be familiar with the game of Quidditch. For those who do not know, it is a sport played by witches and wizards who fly on their broomsticks to score goals and catch the elusive golden snitch. Well, its real-life counterpart can be just as brutal, with players having to physically intercept each other. The biggest difference between the game in the books and in real life is there is far less flying. Despite Harry Potter being written and set in the UK, real-life Quidditch was started in the US and is played on hockey fields. Supporters of the game call it Muggle Quidditch, as in the books, Muggle is the word for non-magic folk. Number 7. Toe wrestling. This sport is similar to arm wrestling, only players have to pin down their opponent's toes for 3 seconds. Naturally, players have to battle barefooted and must alternate between their left and right feet in a best-of-3 games. The World Toe Wrestling Championship has been going on since the 1970s and is separated into men and women divisions. Of course, one thing that may put people off is not knowing the hygiene of their opponent. I mean, it could be used as an advantage if you were to pass out from any unwanted smells. Number 6. Chess boxing. This unlikely combination of sports involves brains as well as brawn. Competitors play 11 alternating rounds of chess and boxing for 3 minutes each. The sport is widely unknown, but is growing in popularity in Germany, India, Russia, and the UK. It would be a shame if you were one move away from a checkmate and you got knocked out before you could make the move. Even though it is growing in popularity, I don't think the University Chess Club will be demanding that a ring should be installed in the library. Number 5. Log rolling. Log rolling tournaments consist of 2 participants balancing on a floating log while trying to push each other off without crossing the line in the center or making any physical contact. Players typically win by repeatedly kicking the log, changing direction, or jumping up and down. It takes strength, balance, and sometimes a dry set of clothes to succeed. Number 4. Shin kicking competition. In some parts of the UK, there is a long tradition of shin kicking competitions where both competitors stuff their shoes and trousers full of straw before kicking each other in the shins. Legend has it that back in the 17th century, some shin kickers wore steel-toe boots during the competitions or tried to build a pain tolerance by hitting their shins with hammers. Now that's taking training to a whole new level. Number 3. Slam ball. Ever felt like regular basketball is too much of a soft game? Then try playing some slam ball. It's a form of basketball with trampolines in front of the baskets. Players jump on them trying to score while the opponents try to block the flying dunker. This usually results in collisions and other rough forms of play. In fact, violence seems to be a big part of this insane mutated version of basketball. Number 2. Cardboard tube fighting. Some sports are just too expensive to play because of all the kit required. Well, one sport that nobody can claim is too pricey is cardboard tube fighting. As the name might give away, you literally build armor out of cardboard and use cardboard tubes to duel each other. For anyone interested or has an overflowing recycling box, head over to Seattle, Washington, San Francisco, or Sydney, where they hold regular events. Number 1. Medieval jousting. Sometimes a sport just needs to be revived to grow popular again. A game from the Middle Ages, for instance. Jousting is a sport in which two horsemen race towards each other with long lances in an attempt to try and violently knock the other off their horse. In 1993, a jousting group was formed and started competing against each other. Since then, the World Championship Jousting Association has been formed that manages regular jousting competitions. And that concludes our video of 10 unbelievable combat sports that people actually play. If you haven't already checked out our first video showcasing 10 crazy sports, feel free to check it out now. If you enjoyed this video and don't want to miss a future upload, don't forget to subscribe to Brutal TV and ring the notification bell. That way you will never miss one of our future uploads. Thanks for watching.